What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on the Amplified Console Edition. Now, in our last episode, we was working over at the mining outpost. We will be going for that today, but not working on the same part of it, not the cosmetics. But before heading off to do that, I want to show you what I've been working on in between episodes. Now, what I've been trying to do in between, have we got any food on us? Got a little bit of food. What I've been trying to do is get a shulker chest of every single dye colour, and so far we have done extremely well, and the only one we're currently missing is blue. And yeah, I've run pretty much completely out of lapis. What I'll do is I'll show you a few clips of what I've been doing, get all the dyes, and I'll see you back in a sec. Okay guys, so as you probably saw from them few clips that yeah, mining for lapis quite a lot we're trying to do, because the need for the, I think it's the purple dye, the cyan dye, and obviously the blue dye itself. And I think the only colour that we've not completely got is the blue dye, but in the clips you probably saw that we've got a few different new farms dotted about. Sorry, and most of them off camera because the redstone mechanics of it is extremely simple. Like as you can see here, I brought you over at the Iron Golem farm. I threw in a couple of cocoa bean farms. The redstone behind these are extremely simple. You press a signal goes along this line and the bottom line of hoppers, and then it's a delayed signal going up into the torch tower. There's another repeater just there before it heads off that way with a delayed signal of 4 ticks, 3 ticks. I think it's 3 ticks at the top there, and then it kicks them all back down. And that harvests all the cocoa beans. That only took around about 15 minutes to throw in. The redstone behind it, it's not nothing fancy or major, and it's just another addition to this area because obviously this is where I tend to AFK a lot. Also the squid farm underneath here, hopefully you can see well enough, complete with the sugar cane, and the rest of it is completely laid out ready for the rest of the sugar cane. But you could probably tell from the video that we've got more than enough than we will probably ever need as it is, but I will finish the farm because I hate having things unfinished in my work. To me that it's not done, and now I'm just currently waiting on sugarcane. Another farm that is in, oh, I need to get some, come on. Come on. Okay, if I do it in sugarcane. There we go, that worked. Yeah, another farm is one that I threw up just over here. Now this is just running off of a simple hopper clock. And then you've got these two single pulse extenders either side of the hopper clock, and it just kicks the soil back and forth. And then you just use bone meal here because swamp biome's the only biome that you get these flowers in. What are they called? The orchids, and they make the light blue dye. So because lapis is so hard to get hold of, it was worthwhile just making this little contraption over here to get the light blue dye done and out of the way with. It was another dye out of the way. The cocoa beans got the brown dye out of the way. The ink sacs got the black, grey, light grey I ended up using instead of the azure blue lits from my normal flower farm. But I think our only bottleneck at the moment is just the blue dye, and that's because I have to do a lot more mining. I think I've got probably about half a shulker chest now of just the blue dye. But yeah, obviously it's not plentiful when you go mining. I've done a lot of caving, a lot of mining, exploring paths, and yeah, eventually I got burnt out with mining trying to complete it, but hopefully by the next episode we will actually, instead of making more bread, I'll just grab this bread that's in here. As you can see, while I'm over here, I do like lots of different bits of farming, harvesting, and then also got the wood gathering. So we've got quite a decent stockpile. I don't know what I want to use the acacia for. I was thinking about using it in our sandstone fortress area for like the little house builds. Jungle wood I use quite a lot doing the walls for the cocoa bean farm. Dark oak wood, I do like the colour of it, but it's got to be used in the right build. But yeah, we've got a decent supply of all of it ready to go. And yeah, I think that's enough for our dye project for now. And I'll meet you back over at the mining outpost for our project today. So I'll see you back in a sec. Okay guys, we're heading over to the mining outpost, but I forgot to mention during the clips you probably saw that we've got another cactus farm up and running, which is just over here. So just after we get past the sugarcane, the pathway that I've decided to go with the birch slabs and just the sand and sandstone slabs, branch off over this way. We had an empty area over here, and I didn't realise how much green dye we needed, and the cactus farm that we built in our slime farm, it used quite a bit, but not nearly enough as we needed, because we needed it for the green, lime green, and the cyan. So yeah, this is working pretty well, and because I was AFK in waiting for the sugarcane farm to kick out as much as possible for our squid farm, I thought it might be worthwhile just to throw a very simple cactus farm up over here. Decorated it with a nether brick just so it tied in with the bridge that we've got over there. I'd also planted quite a few cactuses dotted along around this area to refreshen it up. I did harvest it all initially, so it was looking very bare and barren. But now we've got a touch of green dotted about everywhere. We've got our fire lighting going all over the place along the pathway. And regarding the floating sand, I didn't do this one with the, oh, there we go, with the trick of the double high flowers. This is just held up by string. So it still looks like a floating sand one. I may replace the fences with the nether brick fences. I just didn't really think of that, to be honest, until now. But I had birch wood on me when I was building it, so that's why that is like that. And also, what have I done? Oh, almost got myself on fire. Yeah, I carried on the pathway leading up to over here, which leads to our tunnel. Now obviously this is going to be tidied up and made to look a little bit more grand, I'd say, because this is the stairway which will then lead, I want to widen this up by, which will lead to the gatehouse, which then leads into our fortress city. So yeah, and there's our beam of our mining outpost, which we're going to be heading over to now. Hopefully we can sleep quick enough before that zombie gets in range. And there we go. Now, burn up. Make sure there's no creepers. Okay. Now I did have a helpful suggestion over the last video about doing the trim in spruce wood. We are here for our mine shaft already. and we also got it down at the bottom, which is it ties in, and also you've got the spruce wood stairs for the fire along the top. But still, the person who suggested, I forgot his name now. I'm sure you'll see it in the last video's comments. Doing sort of like a broken up, sort of worn down pathway, like using different types of woods, maybe half slabs, maybe carpets. Now, I've tried a number of different things, and for the life of me, everything I put down I'm not happy with. So what I may start doing is that in between episodes, I'll try out a different floor. You can let me know what you think, and then if you don't like it, by the time the next episode comes out, I would have tried out another floor, do it from like that. So then I get your input as I change it. But at the moment, just sandstone half slabs, and I like the depth that it gave it, like a little bit of a step down, which was good. But yeah, still look very plain. I tried spruce wood half slabs mixed in with the sandstone. I may try different concrete powders, maybe like the blander colours, like the browns and greys of concrete powder. But yeah, today we want to build a furnace, or a super furnace. So we want to clear this area back open, because this is where we initially wanted to put it. Okay, so we need to get rid of a load of these blocks that we've got on us as well. Do this. Okay, this area will be tidied up afterwards, so we're not really too worried about that. But I am going to have to clear some inventory space before we get started on this. Yeah, the setup that I want to do is only 12 furnaces long, and it will be running from a inheritor system rather than using cart. I've got plans for doing a ridiculously large super smelter, so we'll just refer to this one as the Smelter MK1 until we do our next super one, which will need a much larger area. Hopefully one of these have some going in. Okay, we need 12 of these. That's done. And then we can get rid of that. Don't need that on us. Ender pearls always handy. Steps might as well keep on us. Don't want sand. And that should be about fine. Oh, come on, Elytra. There we go. So much quicker getting around with the Elytra. Now, yes, let me just, not sure if this area should be lit up a bit more. Hopefully it's not too dark for you guys. Yeah, I didn't get much feedback regarding the Better Together update from the last video, and I'm quite interested into hearing other people's points of views on it, because I know that you could probably tell that most of my points of views were quite negative as far as the Better Together update comes. Yeah, so I am trying to find the positive side of the Better Together update. I should have hoppers in here. There we go. This thing's going to use tons of them. And then we want some chests. So we want our output line. Okay, first of all, where's our stairs? So we want stairs to come up this side, and then we'll have an output line, let's say, okay, we'll just do it very simply first of all, and then I think we'll neaten it up afterwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 in the middle, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll have our furnaces on top. Now there's a gap in the middle of this because for some reason I've tried it having just a full run of 13, 14, 15, and for some reason every single time it misses this furnace, and it will miss it with both the fuel and the stuff that you're actually trying to smelt. And for the if you know why, because For the life of me, I can't figure it out. And I tried so many different things to get it working the way that I wanted, and it just would not. We need to clear some room. Thank God for the haste 2 beacon. Just clear a little more. We want to clear the room before we put down any hoppers, otherwise they will all get filled. Will all get filled with all this garbage. End up having to clear it all out. But haste 2 makes quick work of it. Up back over here. And hopefully, I think we're going to need a bit more room behind here as well. Yeah, definitely. Now, you've seen the design that I'm going to be using for this system. I think it's been used quite often before. That basically the redstone torches will be locking the hoppers until an item gets into the final hopper, which will then send a signal down, unlocking all, allow one item through. So hopefully it works. Let me just double check to make sure we've got enough room. I think we should have. Let's clear this bit. And then with the smooth stone, let's make some bricks just for laying the redstone on. Okay. So first of all, the first inputs that we need are along the top, and we want these to go high each. Yeah, this thing uses a ridiculous amount of hoppers, so I wouldn't bother. Really? I wouldn't bother trying to do this if you're if you haven't got a decent iron supply. At the moment, with how much time I've spent over at the quad iron golem farm, it's not really too much of an issue. And great, we're gonna have to clear you out of the way. Hopefully I've grabbed them before they went in. Okay, so that's that line. And then let's bring these up to here. And then we want our feeding line all just pointing towards that stone brick. And again. Get back up there. Yeah, so this is going to be our line in for smelting items. It's extremely high up, I know. I'm considering... So we've got like all the chests will be down on one level and we'll just have a couple of item elevators taking the stuff up. But for now, I think that we'll just do it this way, just so it's all working. Now the main reason I wanted to get one of these up and running is because I want to be able to use, well, test out different glass colours for the flooring out there, and I realised I had no way of smelting quite a lot of items in one go, and I was getting really fed up of having to go to just very basic furnaces that are in the warehouse room at the moment. That line comes in from there. We've got to make sure we light up the area as well as we go. Okay, you and you. And then let's grab you. So that goes into there. I think it goes round. Let me just double check. So it should come round there, round here, and then run completely along the back. And what's it? Ah, see, still need more room. Got a bad feeling a creeper's just going to come out of the caves that are near here because there's tons of them. So we'll run this line across the back. And then, oh, come on, get out of the way. Oh, that wasn't helpful. And that'll run up to here. Where did I leave my redstone chest? I think it's at the front over there. I'm picking up so much garbage now. Let's get rid of the diorite for a second. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. We want some comparators, a couple of repeaters. We also need redstone torches, which for some reason I have not got on me. So we're going to need to make some. Break you up. Get some more redstone dust. And we'll just make a few torches. How many do we need in total? So 12, so we're going to need at least 24. How many have we got? 32. That is excellent. Throw them back into there. Now, where's the building block? There we go. A lot of parkouring involved in this one by the looks of it. Get out of the way. And get out of the way. Yeah, so we want a comparator to be feeding from this one here. And then we want some redstone and a repeater. Oh, come on. There. There. And then this will just run along this line here. And then what happens is that when an item reaches this last hopper here, it'll activate the comparator, which will send a signal round and it'll unlock all of these hoppers just underneath where we're going to be placing our redstone torches. So it's a very simple system. The same will be working for our fuel input line. But once again, we're missing out the middle block here because for some reason I've tried it numerous times in creative, it will just continuously miss it. And it ended up getting really on my nerves. So I need to try to figure out how to do this other section. Because we need to bring it out. I had some issues where these redstone torches were locking the hoppers going into the back here. So I think that I had to bring these out by 2. To avoid that from happening. And we do that. Okay. And then let's just grab, you can come off of there. So we're going to need our input line. And have we got more? Yep, there we go. And then we'll be pretty much just mirroring what we've got on top down here. Hopefully I don't cut into any other redstones. We've got our sorting system just to the right of us. Yeah, we definitely need to organise it so the chests are better aligned. So at the moment they're a little bit ski-whiff all over the place. Do that. And our chests. Better stay crouched, otherwise we'll open them. And then we want to do the exact same and wrap this one. Oh, that was not handy. Oh, that was even worse. Oh, come on. Where did I fall? Yeah, from there. Okay, so what did we break? I think we broke the comparator. Yeah, that's fine. Do that. The comparator. Then we want the same for this line. I'm gonna wrap it round. Okay. Yeah, very cramped in here after a while. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're stuck. This is why we have ender pearls. Sorry about my morning voice. It's quite early at the moment. We actually come out one further, don't we? Yeah, so we don't want that block there. And we are going to need you, you, and then some redstone. And then it just runs all the way along. And then I think that should be all of the redstone. Now, one trick to know about the redstone is make sure that you light up the area where you have torches and stuff, because the lighting updates when the torches go on and off can severely lag your game after a while if you've got so much stuff going on in the same area. So always make sure that it's extremely well lit up so it doesn't have to bother with the lighting updates. Like the light coming out from the torch will be much higher than the light coming out from the redstone torches, so it won't have to adjust the area's light each time the torch goes on and off. It's just one small thing to know. I've learned with the larger contraptions that I build regarding a lot of redstone, got a lot of stuff happening all at the same time with torches going on and off and the area is not lit. It does cause significantly more lag than if you didn't. Now, we need to give this a test run, don't we, really? Just to make sure it's all running. I've got a bad feeling that we're going to have some garbage in some of these hoppers or furnaces. But I think we are good. Yeah, it looks like we're alright. Now let's put all of our redstone gizmos away. And what else have we got on us? Got some hoppers. Have we still got hoppers in here? Yes, we have. I think we still need to put chests back in here. Is that everything? Yep. I tried to keep my ender chests organised without just throwing random stuff in. So we've got our rockets, pickaxes, shovels, ender pearls, redstone gizmos, utilities. That's all the stuff that I usually carry around on me in case there's something that I'd forget, and potions. And the potions are for like working underwater, or if I want to record in an extremely dark area, sort of like the Nether. But I think to give this a test run, we want to, we want to sleep really, don't we? What's the betting I get hit by a skeleton? Come on. No, but there is a lot of mobs about. And there's a creeper. There we go. Got another creeper over here. I want to head over here to grab a or two of sand just to give it a test run. Don't. Ah, really? Yeah, I absolutely hate creepers. Especially in the desert around sandstone and sand, they just create such a goddamn mess. There's another one. Come on. Okay, he's down. Come on, dogs, do your job. Start killing stuff. Sand. And sand. Quickly get back over it. And then we want some fuel as well. So yeah, this is I did a loads of mining. That's the lapis that I managed to get from it. Not an awful lot. I think we've got some diamonds, and we've got quite a bit of coal. So let's grab like 4 stacks of that, and we'll throw 1 stack into each thing just to see how it distributes to make sure it's evenly. If we throw that in there, and we'll wait for these these ones back here. They should blink 2 or 3 times. And then that should be the coal sort of sorted out. Now 12 in each, so it's still feeding through. The main test is when we put in our sand to make sure they all light up. Obviously all of this be facaded, so we can have like, bricks coming down and then probably stairs going inwards at the top and bottom, just so that you can only see the furnaces for this area, and that will hide all the hoppers. But I think for the chests, like do separate feed-in lines to have all the chests in one place. So probably have all the chests. Where's our stairs? Yeah, if we have like all the chests, all three of them stacked on top, and then each one can feed off into a different direction, or probably 3 in a row actually it would be, wouldn't it? We'll have like a normal chest, trap chest, and then another normal chest with hoppers going this way, and then item elevators, something within that thing just to tidy it all up. Okay, so let's just double check, skip every other one. But yeah, that all seems to have distributed evenly, which is excellent. Now the real test is to see how quickly it can actually smelt a full stack. Hopefully they'll all light up. There we go, all at the same time, which is nice. We're definitely going to want more of an area here though, don't we? Seems very cramped. Yeah, one trick also with regards, if you have like a lot of redstone builds in one area, find a certain brick that you don't use in that area. So obviously got a sandstone here, try to use all of the redstone on stone brick. Way if I'm digging back there and I come up along stone brick, it will mean for me not to actually go to break it. The amount of time I've done it already where our cottages, I've dug into the elevator system like 3 or 4 times now and broken stuff, which I was to do. But yeah, so all looks to be working fine. Now it's now empty, now empty, now empty. Now the thing is, I think it may hold one item that it's meant to smelt, which should be somewhere around here, unless it's done the entire lot with no problem this time. Yep, 64. Them two should not be in there. Go away, diorite. And that was done in no time at all. Might as well whack another one, so that way we can get a load of glass smelted up in loads of different colours to test out on the floor. And then, yeah, happy days. But I think that is going to do it for me today. Enjoyed this episode. It's just been very quick, simple. Hopefully not too many cuts. There's about 3 or 4 cuts at the beginning. If you want a tutorial on how to build this furnace system, then happy to throw one out, but you watched me build it here on camera. It's not very hard. The only thing you've got to be wary of is where you have your hopper chains to make sure that the line of redstone torches along the top don't lock the ones along the bottom, which is the issue that I had trying to compact it. But I'm sure there's more compact versions than this, and if there is, please let me know in the comments or leave a link for me to go to. And I think I'm actually stuck. How did I even get in it? Let's get back out there. Yeah, but I think that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have and it's your first time to the channel, please consider subscribing for future Minecraft content, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.